it's so good to have you once again. Welcome back.
If you're new here,
You are in the right place. You stumbled on the right video. So please don't go anywhere. Sit back, relax, subscribe to this channel, and I promise you, you will not regret watching this particular video because it's gonna transform you. And to my returning subscribers, you are the real G. I celebrate you. Thank you for always staying tuned. God bless you. In this video, I want to talk about a topic that many people shy away from. Guess the topic. But before you guess the topic, I want you to say something. I want you to tell yourself that. Call your first name. Say, I am ready to fail. Tamuno, you are ready to fail. Tamuno, I am ready to fail. Call your name and tell yourself that you're ready to fail. Tell yourself you want to fail. You want to fail. Yes. Make mistake, fail. All right, you already know the topic. Yeah, the topic I want to talk about is do not be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Don't be afraid of failure. Failure is a word that often carries negative connotation in our society. It is seen as a setback, a stumbling block, or even a source of embarrassment. When you hear the word failure, it often sends shivers down your spine and brings discomfort to your heart. Many people don't want to fail, and that is why they are not progressing. From our early age, we have been conditioned to believe that failure is something to be avoided at all costs. Your parents will tell you that you must be the first, you must not fail in school, you must not bring a failed result home. You know, they scare us from failing. Yeah, they have good intention for us actually, and it is fine. You know, I remember some weeks back when I enrolled my daughter in a design class. And when she started the class, owing to the fact that I have a background in design, you know, it is expected of her to be able to answer some simple questions that I thought that she should be able to answer. And I noticed in her first class that she was not responding to some certain questions. And you know, as a parent, there will be this itching when they ask your child a question and you feel the child should be able to answer that question. You want to answer. You might want to start with the child that, okay, say this is the answer. I feel it is wrong because you're not giving room for improvement. You're not giving the child chance to improve. You're not giving the child a chance to learn, a chance to know that, okay, yes, she doesn't know it at this stage. However, she can know it. I can as well just, be giving her the answers to the question. But I thought to myself that no, let me allow her. I left her alone just to know the level at which she understands that particular topic. And to my amazement, I discovered that there's a lot for her to learn. And I did not teach her. I allowed that teacher to do the job. And to my amazement, after I think 4 weeks of training, she started designing. If you see what she's doing, she was able to use her creative ability to come up with a stunning design that wowed everyone. Just imagine that I've been telling her the answer, I've been helping her to do this. How will she be able to harness that prowess? How will she be able to stretch? How will she be able to think that, okay, yes, I can add this image together to get this, I can add this and this together to get this perfect design? There won't be room to explore. There won't be room for her to stretch. And that is where many of us parents miss it. We want to do everything for our children. We want our children to, just because of our own selfish interest, just because we want people to praise us, yes, that our children are good. No. You need to let them understand from their early age that failure is part of life. They need to fail and learn. Not stop. They need to fail and learn, not stay in the position of failure or get depressed when they fail. And also, there's no such word as failure. I tell people, failure simply means you wanted to achieve something and you're unable to achieve it. It shows that there's a better route to it. There's a better route to achieving that thing. So we are taught that failure equates to weakness or incompetence. However, I'm here to challenge that perception that failure is not something to be afraid of, rather an essential stepping stone on the path to success and personal growth. It is one of the most powerful catalysts for personal growth and success. In our quest for achievement and success, we tend to focus on the end result, the final goal. We envision ourselves reaching the pinnacle of success, basking in the glory of our accomplishment. But what we often forget is that behind every success story, there is a failure, there is a setback, there is an obstacle that had to be overcome. The truth is, failure is an integral part of journey towards success. It is through our failures that we can learn some of life's most valuable lessons. Each failure we encounter is a precious lesson in disguise. It teaches us to be resilient, perseverance, and the importance of picking ourselves up when we fall. It pushes us out of our comfort zone, forcing us to reevaluate our strategies, learn from our mistakes, and develop new skills. Look at Thomas Edison, the brilliant inventor who tried 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before creating the electric bulb. When asked about his failure, he famously stated, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison understood that failure was not the end, but rather a vital part of the journey to success. So you need to embrace failure. The Bible teaches us about the importance of perseverance and resilience in the face of failure. James 1:2-4 says, "Consider it all joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trial of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be matured and complete, not lacking anything." This Bible passage reminds us that failures are an essential part of our spiritual and personal growth, leading to maturity and completeness. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It is paced with obstacles, setbacks, and yes, failure. But it is through these failures that we can gain more valuable resilience, learn from important lessons, and develop necessary skills to overcome challenges. That is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament of our courage to try, to experiment, to push beyond the boundary of what is possible. So don't be afraid to fail. Tell yourself, "I will fail." Tell yourself, "I want to fail." When you tell yourself that you want to fail, you are literally telling yourself that you want to learn, you want to explore, you want to invent new things, you want to think creatively, you want to, go beyond the norm, you want to break boundaries. You want to live above the means, above the status quo. Just go out there and try. Try, make a trial. An idea is coming to you. You have an idea. Give it a trial. Do something about it. Don't be afraid of fear of failure. That, what will people say? People say that I fail. The job of people is to talk. I will talk. You will talk. Everyone will talk. But it is your own job to stay resilient. It is your own job to be bold, to be courageous. Go out there and do it afraid. I am challenging you today that you should do it afraid. Whatsoever the Lord has laid in your heart to do, make sure you do it with all confidence, knowing the one who has given you that idea. Let that understanding back you up. Look at the story of Walt Disney, the visionary behind the Disney empire. He faced multiple failures and rejections throughout his career. He was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination. He was told that Mickey Mouse would never work because it would scare women. Yet he persevered and went on to create some of the most beloved characters and stories of all time. Neuroscientific research demonstrates that failure is crucial for learning and brain development. When we encounter failure, our brain engages in a process called error-related negativity, ERN. This activates the brain learning center, promoting adjustment and improvement in subsequent attempts. Failure triggers the brain to adapt and develop new strategies for success. Also, failure builds character. When you fail, you will be humble. It reminds us that we are human. We are not perfect. It teaches us empathy and compassion, as we realize that everyone around us has faced their fair share of failures as well. When we embrace our failures, we become more understanding and supportive of others on their own journey. When we see other people fail, we empathize with them. We don't criticize, because you know that this failure is for the better. You understand that this person that has failed is for the better. It's to enable the person to grow. It's to enable the person to learn, so you don't criticize. I often see people, especially on social media, once anything happens like this, just go to the comment section. You can literally see the way people think. You can actually, see their mindset. You can actually see their thought pattern. The first thing they criticize as if they are the holier than thou. They have never failed, or they've never made mistakes. Sometimes we forget that we are human. We expect people to be perfect. We are human. Tell yourself you are human. So embrace failure. You are meant to fail. It is part of the journey. It is part of the story. So fail. Embrace it. Proverbs 24:16 says, "For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. Failure is not the end, it's an opportunity to rise and try again. When you fail, rise up again. Gear up, stand up, dust yourself. It made me remember a certain time when I was in the uni. There's this little girl that do come to our house. As she was coming in, she stumbled, like something hit her leg and she fell. To our amazement, this little girl stood up immediately. She never cried. I was like, oh, there's so many times I tell my daughter, when you fall, don't wait for people to pet you or to tell you sorry. Rise up, because that is part of life. You will definitely fall. But you need to gear up immediately before, learn from your failures and stand and rise and move ahead, forge ahead. Don't stay on that point expecting people to come and pity you or come and tell you sorry. There is much more to you. We are in the second half of this year. I want you to go out there and go and fail. Go and try something new. Go and fail. And to your amazement, you will not even fail. That is the truth. You only learn strategies, new ways to make that thing come out better, to make that thing come out well. So why are you sitting down? Why are you so afraid? Don't be afraid. I hope I am not. Don't be afraid. I want you guys, I've come here to stir up your spirit. I've come here to ignite a fire in you. I want you to go out there and go and manifest. Let your light shine. Let the world see your light. It's not about social media. It's not about I want people to see me on social media or I want to trend on social media. No, it is about you creating value. God has sent you here on a purpose. It's about you solving problems, creating solutions, getting life transformed. Let somebody walk up to you and say, Tamuno, because of you, I never give up. Tamuno, because of you, I was able to actualize that idea. Tamuno, because of you, my mind is being transformed. Tamuno, because of you, I have a new mind shift. I have a new perspective to life. I understand life better. Tamuno, because of you, I want to fulfill purpose. What will people say because of you? Failure is not the end, rather opportunity to rise and try again. It encourages us not to be discouraged by setbacks, but to learn from them and keep moving forward. So how can we overcome the fear of failure and embrace it as a catalyst for growth? I remember, in secondary school when we did chemistry, they say enzymes are organic catalysts that speed up the rate of chemical reaction. Failure speed up the rate of success. Failure is a catalyst that speed it up. It's like a quantum leap. Number one, you must first redefine your perception of failure. First, change your mindset about failure. Instead of viewing it as a personal shortcoming or a reflection of inabilities, you should see it as an opportunity for growth. Failure does not define you. It does not define us. It's merely a temporary setback. Also, it's not even a setback. It's a learning platform. Number two, you must adopt a growth mindset. Rather than dwelling on your failures, you should focus on the stories, focus on the lessons that they offer. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve? By reframing failure as a chance to learn and grow, and transform it into a powerful tool for personal development. Psychologists recognize the concept of growth mindset. They suggest that individuals who believe that their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work are more likely to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Studies have shown that those with a growth mindset are more resilient, persistent, and have a higher likelihood of achieving their goals. Number three, we must take actions despite the fear of failure. Know that it is only a stepping stone out of your comfort zone. Dare to dream big and take calculated risks that can truly achieve greatness. Embrace the possibility of failure and remind yourself that even if you stumble, you have the strength and resilience to get back up and try again. So here's the balance. It is important to recognize that failure alone is not a guarantee of success. Merely accepting failure is not enough, because this is where a lot of people now say, okay, I'm not saying we should fail, so let me go ahead and fail. No, failure should not be an excuse for complacency or repeated mistakes. It is essential to reflect upon our failures, identify the reasons behind them, and use those insights to make better choices moving forward. Without this introspection, failure can become a pattern that hinders our progress. Additionally, it is crucial to strike a balance between taking risks and being cautious. Scriptural wisdom reminds us of the importance of exercising caution and wisdom in our pursuits. Proverbs 22:3 advises us that the prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. This verse encourages us to be prudent and mindful of potential risk, urging us to exercise caution and seek refuge when needed. When you see that, okay, you have calculated this risk and you know that it will not give a good outcome, don't be stupid to go into it. Don't be stupid. There are sometimes you act foolishly, because most times some instructions will come by God that look foolish, that sound foolish to the human reasoning. That's a different ball game. But things like they ask you to go and touch fire, and you go there to touch fire, you already know that the fire will burn you. So it's foolishness for you to go and touch the fire. So learn to take calculated risks. Even the Bible tells us that before a man builds a house, you do what? You count the cost. So you need to seek refuge when needed. While it is necessary to embrace failure, we should not be reckless in our pursuit. Calculated risk combined with thorough planning and analysis increase our chances of success. It is essential to assess the potential consequences of failure and have contingency plan in place. Being fearless in the place of failure does not mean being reckless. It means being brave enough to pursue your goals despite the possibility of setbacks. In conclusion, in the words of J.K. Rowling, the author who faced numerous rejection before achieving success, he said, it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all. In which case, you fail by default. You don't try it, you fail. You try it, you fail. It's not better for you to try it and learn and become better. So I urge you to embrace failure as an essential part of the journey towards success. Let us not be afraid to take risks, learn from mistakes, grow from failures. However, let us approach failure with a balanced mindset, recognizing the need for reflection and adaptation. By doing so, we can harness the power of failure to propel ourselves forward, turning setback into stepping stones towards achieving our dreams. Remember, failure is not the end. It is an opportunity for growth and resilience. So be intentional. I will say it again, be intentional. I hope this was helpful. Do have a fabulous second half. I believe that in the second half, you're going to go out there to show up. You're going to go out there to take action for yourself, take action on your dream, set goals, and work towards achieving your goals. Go out there to shine forth your light. Go out there to live purposefully. I celebrate you, and I remain Tamuno Abraham. God bless you. Hello, my name is Tamuno Abraham. I'm the founder of Intentional Life Changers. Intentional Life Changers is a community where we raise intentional world changers. People who intentionally live their lives and influence others to do the same. On this channel, I share content that inspire and motivate people to intentionally unlock the greatness in them by having a renewed mindset and living out God's purpose for their life. I'm certain that God has deposited special gifts inside every one of us. However, it will take intentionality to unlock that greatness, especially in this distracted world. So be intentional. I will say it again, be intentional. I celebrate your greatness. Tamuno Abraham. God bless you.